Welcome back. I'm Calvin, aka Sunshine Shoulders. Are we being pimped by these dating sites? Who's the real scammers online? Let's have that discussion today. I woke up with this on my mind. And the more I looked into it, the more I realized I wasn't crazy. I knew there was something behind this phenomenon. So the first part of my vlog is going to be just what I was thinking when I got up. And the other part is going to be what the experts say. It's not going to be long, but the more I looked into it, man, the more I realized, man, something's going on here. And I just want to give you my opinion. That's all it is. But the primary purpose of these dating sites and apps is to facilitate connections between individuals seeking romantic relationships. I don't think anybody could argue with that. If you don't know what facilitate means, it just means to make easy or easier. But the dating sites want us to think that it's all random, that we're meeting each other by chance. When the fact is, they're arranging these connections and they're profiting from these connections. Sort of like pimping. The global online dating market is estimated to be worth around $10 billion. This was in 2022. And growing at an annual rate of about 7.4%. It's big money. Vulnerable men and women are preyed upon and exploited. They want us to think it's all voluntary, when the truth is, lonely and desperate men and poverty-stricken women are brought together who otherwise would never meet. We're recruited and we're thrown into this, what I like to call, a fantasy incubator. And the conditions are controlled for optimal growth. And you're going to say, Sunshine Shoulders, you're crazy. I'm not. Because I'm going to give you a parallel between online dating sites and casinos. You know, the crazy thing about dating sites, what I discovered was, because I started looking at some earlier, was that they only want to take credit for the successful hookups and liaisons. They don't want anything to do with all the other riffraff that goes on these sites. They're a literal dumping ground of scams and schemes of all kinds, a breeding ground is really what I wanted to say. But they don't want to do that. See, here's the facts, guys. They know going in that there's going to be victims on those sites. People are going to lose their money. People are going to get heartbroken. People are going to get used and exploited. They know this going in, but that's just the cost of doing business. And you say, Sunshine Shoulders, you're crazy. No, it's not. It's no different than when they invented the airplane and the automobile and the motorcycle. They knew going in that there was going to be victims of these inventions. But guess what? It's a small sacrifice to pay for the betterment of mankind. Do you think that walking into a casino is just all about fun and excitement? I'm going to put a link in here from Gateway Corporation, man. It's going to blow you away. But it's not. Most people have no idea the psychology behind casinos. That it's not just about going in there and placing bets on games of chance. It's much more that goes into that. The design, ladies and gentlemen, the lack of clocks and natural light, it's all there to keep you in the casino longer, to make you spend more money. Memorable scents. You know, I'm telling you from experience, man. I was a gambling addict. When I stopped drinking and drugging, I went to gambling. You know, stimulating sights and sounds. But the one that got me was the near misses. This is how it relates to the dating sites because there's psychology behind the dating sites. But let me get to this near misses. This is when you're sitting at the slot machine and 4 to 5 stars come up. Man, you light up. You think, oh man, it's a near miss. I got a chance. So I'm going to keep coming back. Even though you haven't even won anything. The dopamine goes off in your head, man. It's like it activates some type of reward system. So with the dating sites, what they do is you go on the dating site and you see all these beautiful profiles of these young women, attractive women. And just the thought that, man, you got a chance at winning, at getting a date with one of them, that's enough to keep you coming back. That's enough to get you to pay that money. But the psychology behind it. On Valentine's Day 2024, 6 people brought a lawsuit against the popular dating apps and accused them of designing addictive game-like features that keep you locked in of this pay-for-play loop. We think it's all voluntary. We think it's my money, it's my choice. Guys, we're being pimped. I just want you to know that. Is it going to change anything? Probably not. There's people signing up for these dating sites right now. But it's more than meets the eye. We're being recruited. We're being preyed upon and we're being exploited. I know you're saying I'm crazy. Sunshine Shows is always coming up with this crazy stuff. Guys, the experts say it. Vulnerable men and women. We're being recruited, man. We're being preyed upon, exploited. We're thrown together in this fantasy incubator. They control the conditions for optimal growth. They're almost going to make it a guarantee you're going to meet somebody. Or they're going to make it look like you're going to have a guarantee of meeting somebody. You're going to win, just like the casinos. There's more to it than those profiles. A lot of those profiles, if you don't believe me, research it. They're planted there. They aren't even real people. These dating sites, they share profiles to build up their circle of, potential dates. Some of the women on these dating sites, they work for the dating site. They have no intention of ever meeting you. It's all a game. These dating sites are breeding grounds for corruption and schemes and scams of all types. But they don't tell you about that. They know going in that there's going to be victims. People are going to get hurt behind that. But that's the cost of doing business. So they only parade the winners out there, the successful. Same as the casinos. When you walk into these casinos, you see the woman that's hit the $1 million jackpot. You don't see the million people that lost everything and going into rehab and all of that. I like to make people think. I like to make these type of videos. Man, I'm not going to beat a dead horse and keep talking about Elliot Eastman. Let's hope this young man is returned to his family safely. You guys ought to be ashamed of yourself. You're showing who you are. Use your damn mind and come up with some decent content for your viewers and subscribers. Everything we're telling them, they can easily look on Google and find. We're stumbling over each other, trying to get that scoop. Profiting, they're accusing me of profiting off of people's misery. That's what you're doing, guys. Stop it. I don't care. I'm going to get some pushback. Kiss my behind. Y'all really look weak behind that. This man's family's struggling. They're suffering. None of you would want to change places with the young man, but you got all the damn answers. That's why I talk about stuff like this. I don't need to do that. It's enough information and ideas that I can pull out of the ether. I'm no smarter than anybody else, but at least I want to talk about some things that get people thinking. And today I want you to think about whether or not we're being pimped by these dating sites. That it's more than meets the eye. It's more than you paying that $29.99 subscription and getting online and looking through all these profiles. There's a lot of psychology that goes into it. We're being exploited. It's legal, in my opinion, it's legal sex trafficking and human trafficking. But nobody's going to talk about that. No one's going to be brave enough to say that. But that's what it is. Just like the casino creates a fantasy world. Oh, it's fun, it's excitement, it's entertaining. Not talking about all the victims. The dating sites do the same thing. I just called it a fantasy incubator. They throw all us in there. They control the conditions. And they only promote the winners. All the losers go to hell. This is when they make you think, oh, it was your choice, it was your money. So thank y'all so much for stopping by. I'm not bitter. It's my style, ladies and gentlemen. I'm passionate. If you want that doll stuff, go to them doll channels. The doll, man. I watch the same stuff y'all watch. My channel's different. Don't, kick me for it. You should be glad there's a Sunshine Shoulders in the neighborhood. So if you're in America, in the Philippines, wherever you are, find it in your heart to help somebody today. It's not a day goes by I don't help somebody. We're going to spin the wheel tonight. Again, like we've done since July of 2020. To try to help people over here. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble, and I'll see you next time. Don't do anything stupid. You know there's been another typhoon. Kristen over here, or Christine. A lot of victims, man. A lot of deaths. People are going to use that to try to scam you, to try to get your money. Send it to the Red Cross or one of these other reputable charities. But it's your money. You can do whatever it is you want to do. I'm just warning you that whenever we have a typhoon over here and people are displaced, millions have been displaced. Roads closed, landslides, mudslides, there's going to be people out searching for donations. Be on the lookout for that. Take care.